What if I told you that one Catholic priest, a Catholic priest, has filled stadiums, shaken political tables, and made headlines just by opening his mouth? That's Father Ejike Mbaka. From quiet prayers in a village chapel to preaching to crowds that stretch further than the eyes can see. This is the wild, powerful, and seriously unpredictable story of a man who turned an altar into an arena. Father Ejike Camillus Anthony Ebenezer Mbaka was born in 1957 in Amata, a quiet village in Enugu State, Nigeria. Now, most kids at that time were thinking about farming or trading, not the priesthood. But Mbaka was different. While his friends were running around the fields, young Ejike was already leading prayer sessions and spending time at the altar like it was his second home. No one pushed him into it. He was just drawn to it, passionately drawn. His parents weren't exactly thrilled about his dream of becoming a priest. They were palm wine tappers, and they wanted him to inherit the trade. Imagine their son, who could have been selling gallons of sweet palm wine, now saying, "I want to be a priest." But Mbaka wasn't having it. His heart was locked on God. Fast forward to 1995, when he was ordained a Catholic priest in the Diocese of Enugu. It was July 29th. But ordination wasn't the finish line for him. It was just the warm-up. Because soon after that, he launched something that would change the face of Catholic worship in Nigeria. The Adoration Ministry, Enugu, Nigeria, or AMEN. Amen. The first thing you need to know about Adoration Ministry is it's not your quiet Sunday morning mass. It's loud, it's energetic, it's emotional. We're talking miracles, healing services, prophecies, spontaneous worship, full-blown spiritual warfare, and thousands of people. I mean thousands. Some would walk barefoot for hours just to attend. An open field in Enugu, packed with worshippers, hands lifted high, eyes shut tight, tears flowing, people collapsing under the weight of prayer, and in the middle of it all, one man standing with a mic, declaring healing, deliverance, and sometimes judgment. Father Mbaka didn't hold back. He preached boldly, he called out sin, he spoke on corruption, and soon his voice wasn't just echoing in church circles. It was reaching the ears of political leaders, business tycoons, and even the presidency. And that's where the trouble started. Father Mbaka wasn't afraid to wade into politics. During the 2015 elections, he publicly withdrew support for Goodluck Jonathan and predicted a change in government. And then, Buhari won. People were stunned. Was this guy a prophet or what? But with the spotlight came the heat. Over the years, Mbaka clashed with political leaders, church authorities, and the media. In 2021, he disappeared for hours after criticizing Buhari's government, sparking national panic. Catholics hit the streets, youths protested, priests got involved. Turns out he was summoned by his bishop for questioning. Some people called him fearless, others called him reckless, but no one could ignore him. Even within the church, debates raged. Was Father Mbaka stepping out of line? Should a priest be that political? Should Mass turn into a rally? But, despite it, his followers stuck with him. In their eyes, he was more than just a priest. He was a voice for the people, a spiritual warrior, a man who said what others were too afraid to whisper. And the church? It responded in its own way. In 2022, the diocese asked Father Mbaka to step away from public ministry for a while. People were heartbroken. Adoration ministry was suspended temporarily. It was like a fire had gone out in Enugu. But the fire didn't stay out for long. Mbaka returned, and not quietly. He came back to cheers, fireworks, singing, dancing, like a hometown hero returning from exile. Because, love him or hate him, this man moves people. Now here's the thing. Mbaka's story isn't just about drama. It's about depth. Beyond the headlines and controversy, he used his platform to help the poor, offer scholarships, build schools, and empower youth. And that's something you won't always hear in the news. At the end of the day, Father Mbaka is a paradox. Priest who prays like a monk, but speaks like a thunderstorm. He's one man standing at the crossroads of faith, fame, and fire. So what do we make of all this? Is he a prophet or a performer? A man of God, or just a man who knows how to move a crowd? Maybe, just maybe, he's both. Now, what's clear is this. From a humble altar in Enugu to an arena of thousands, Father Mbaka has carved a place in Nigerian Catholic history that no one is erasing anytime soon. Because his story isn't just another story. It's a movement. And it is still unfolding.